we've all heard about the rise in anxiety and stress among kids and teens. And while traditional therapy helps, sometimes healing comes from an unexpected place.
Like a barn or a quiet moment with a horse. Melissa Rayworth from Pittsburgh is here to tell us about two unexpected programs helping local kids. It's always good to see you.
You guys too?
This is really wonderful. I've heard before and actually visited some programs where they do equine therapy. It's really starting to grow in popularity. Why did you all want to tackle this now?
Well, it's interesting. Our region has a lot of options for this, and because we knew that there was interesting programs happening at Glade Run and at Bellaterra, we just thought it would be great to share this with the families that read articles at Pittsburgh. So we have a story about Glade Run that's out now and a piece that we're working on about Bellaterra.
Yeah, and talk a little bit about how equine therapy helps kids and in what areas, because I've been hearing a lot about this.
It is so remarkable. And the knowledge of this and even research into this goes way back in history. I mean, early 20th century, World War II veterans were working with horses to recover from trauma. But basically, so horses, because they are herd animals, they relate to one another. Relationships are important. They're also prey animals, and they have to be very aware of their surroundings and very sensitive to what's going on. So when groups of horses are together, their heartbeats sync up. And when they're with us, our heartbeats sync with them.
Whoa!
So yes, and the research into, there's a lot of National Institutes of Health research into this that is incredible. People who work with horses in this way, not only will it help with behavioral stuff or recovering from grief, but they've even tracked that people get better sleep afterward if they've spent this time with horses.
You know, we've heard this too about dogs, therapy dogs, and therapy animals in general, and how just even those few minutes can kind of reduce our cortisol, calm us down a little bit, but there is really some science to equine therapy. So you mentioned one of the places, Glade Run Adventures, which you have your article posted now.
Yes.
What did you find there?
So they have a lot of different things for families. There's a summer camp program that kids can do, and they do have some work that's focused specifically for kids on the autism spectrum, but they also have classes and they have therapy. That responsibility of getting to know a horse, maybe grooming the horse, spending time with them, because the horses are so attentive, and you have to be attentive, even if you're working with a relatively small horse, you're still in this ring or arena with this sort of impressive, enormous animal. You've got to be attentive and open and paying attention. And so then if you're also working with a human therapist or some teacher who's part of this, you're listening, you're open and focused. And so your healing or your learning is sort of increased by that.
Oh yeah, I read something remarkable once where it said that, you know how if you meet a stranger, you don't necessarily instantly bond with that stranger, but horses are different. Like, they don't look at you like a stranger. Like, instantly, you're their best friend.
Yeah, and they're about community and connection. And somehow that really helps people.
You mentioned there was another location that you've also visited. That article has not posted yet, but will be coming soon, about Bellaterra Stable.
Yes, they are incredible, and they do a lot of work with school groups and with community groups, especially that are dealing with grief. I went out to East Allegheny School District to see. They're doing a year-long program with students there, middle schoolers. And it was incredible for me to watch this. Picture this group of middle school kids, and they're not really listening. They're outside their school building. Yes,
we know.
6, 7 in the morning. And then once they were sort of brought over to this arena with this little temporary pen that had been set up with these two beautiful smaller horses, they just started paying attention. And when they were told, I love that the women who run Bellaterra are incredible, and they said to the students, we're going to bring you in small groups with these horses. They need you to be calm, because this isn't easy for them. They're here with all of us. You've got, and you could see these kids take this responsibility seriously. And as they came into this ring, and learned to sort of, they were just sort of spending time with the horses. The instructors also showed them how the horses deal with conflict. The two horses they brought, they get along, but they don't love one another. And when they brought them really close together, one started sort of making noise and getting in the other's face, and the other took a moment. It was almost like you could see the horse think about, do I want to fight? Nah, I'm just going to back off a little. That horse turned away and kind of breathed, and they said to the students, like, is this like something you might deal with your own friends? And these kids, you could see them getting it.
Like clicking.
So many lessons. Yeah, and there's, I love this because there's so much heaviness, there's so much grief that our young people deal with. So it's wonderful that they have an outlet. Yes.
Thanks for sharing these stories.
Sure.
Really
Thank
cool.
you.
All right, you can read more about local equine therapy programs on Pittsburgh's website. We're going to link you up on our website, kdka.com/talkpittsburgh.
Hey, coming up, are you ready to cozy up with your next great read? Drama, love, and ambition, and a dash of danger. These options run the gamut. Learn more about the contenders for Book of the Month. That's next.